Have you ever wondered why some people would rather stay home on a Friday night than go out and party? You might think they are just being boring, or maybe even a little antisocial. But what if I told you there is a deep psychological reason behind this, and once you understand it, you will never look at homebodies the same way again? Stick with me until the end, because the last part of this video reveals something that most people never realize about themselves. Let us start with the most obvious reason. Some people are simply wired differently. While some people gain energy from being around others, from noise, from movement, and from constant activity, other people lose energy in those same situations. For them, every conversation, every outing, and every social event slowly drains their battery, and the only place where they can truly recharge is at home. This is not laziness. This is not fear. This is simply how their nervous system works, and psychologists have a name for this. They call it optimal arousal theory, which means that different people need different levels of stimulation to feel their best. But this is only the beginning of the story, because there is something much deeper going on. Many people who love staying home are not just avoiding people, they are searching for something that the outside world cannot give them, and that is control. Outside, everything feels unpredictable. There are loud strangers, sudden changes of plan, and small talk that goes nowhere. But at home, everything feels different. You decide the lighting, you decide the noise, you decide the pace of your entire day. And for people who deal with anxiety or who are highly sensitive, this control is not a luxury. It is survival. Now, here is where it gets even more interesting. Research shows that people who enjoy spending time alone are often more creative, more thoughtful, and better at solving problems than people who are constantly surrounded by others. This means that staying home is not the same as doing nothing. In fact, some of the best ideas in the world were never born in a crowded room. They were born in a quiet corner, with a book, a cup of tea, or even a long thought at 2 in the morning. So the next time someone tells you that staying home means you are wasting your life, remember this: silence often produces more wisdom than noise ever could. At the same time, we live in a world that constantly tells us to go out, to be seen, and to live our so-called best life. Social media is full of parties, trips, and constant excitement. But what if your best life actually looks completely different? What if your best life is a quiet evening, a warm bowl of soup, and absolutely no obligations at all? That is not something to be ashamed of. That is self-awareness, and self-awareness is something very few people actually have. However, there is one important thing we must talk about honestly. Sometimes, staying home is not about peace at all. Sometimes it comes from something heavier, like social anxiety, past pain, or sadness that quietly asks, what is even the point of going out? In these situations, home can become both a safe place and a hidden trap at the same time. This is why it is so important to ask yourself one simple question. Do you stay home because it truly fills you up with happiness? Or do you stay home because leaving feels too difficult to even imagine? One of these is peace. The other one is avoidance, and knowing the difference can change your entire life. But for those of you who genuinely love staying home, who feel real joy in small, everyday moments like your morning coffee, your favorite spot on the couch, or the way sunlight moves across your living room in the evening, you are not missing out on anything at all. You are simply living life in a different way, a way that many people never take the time to appreciate. Psychologists refer to this as having a low stimulation preference, which means your inner world is already rich enough that you do not need constant outside excitement to feel happy or fulfilled. So here is the real question you need to ask yourself today. Do you turn down invitations without feeling guilty? Do you feel genuinely happy spending a Saturday completely alone? Do you prefer re-watching your favorite comfort show instead of chasing new memories every weekend? If your answer is yes, then you are not broken, and you are definitely not boring. You are simply someone who values depth over noise and peace over constant performance. Now, if this video made you feel truly understood, or if you recognized yourself in even one part of this story, do not scroll away just yet. Hit the like button right now to support this channel, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss the next video, because the next video reveals something even more surprising about your own mind. See you in the next one.